Hi guys, welcome back to day 2 of When Sophie Gets Angry, Really, Really Angry by Molly Bang. Today we're going to be making connections with our book. That's when you realize how the book reminds you of things that happen in your own life, either to you or to people you know. All right, here we go. So here's the cover of our story. Remember, that's our character, Sophie. Today we're going to talk more about the book and see how parts of it remind you of your own life. So before we get started, I want to know, what do you remember about this book? This would be a good time to pause and tell your partner what you remember about the story. A lot of things happened in it. Go ahead and do that now. All right, welcome back. I hope you remembered lots of things about the story. There were a lot of memorable things that happened. So next, I want to tell you that sometimes stories remind us of things that have happened to us in our own life or people that we know. When you think about how a story reminds you of your own life, you're making a connection to the story. Making connections can help you understand the story and enjoy it better. So today I'm going to reread the story, and part of it I'm going to go over in really great detail of the illustrations. We're going to look really closely at the things that Molly Bang put in her illustrations. And then I want you to listen and think about how the story might remind you of when you get angry, because we're going to be talking about how it connects to you. All right, here we go. When Sophie gets angry, really, really angry. Sophie was busy playing when, my turn, her sister grabbed Gorilla. No, said Sophie. Yes, said her mother. It is her turn now, Sophie. As her sister snatched Gorilla away, remember to grab quickly, Sophie fell over the truck. Oh, is Sophie ever angry now? You see how everything turned red? Red is a color that we kind of associate with being mad and angry. She kicks, she screams, she wants to smash the world to smithereens, little tiny pieces. Do you see her shadow? Do you see how red and angry it is? And over here, it has the word smash, and it's breaking into little pieces. And the cat's like, oh dear, oh dear. You've seen this before, right? So she roars a red roar. Look at this coming out of her mouth like fire, and it says the word roar, and everything's being blown away. So you can just imagine how loud it is. Sophie is a volcano ready to explode. And when Sophie gets angry, really, really angry, she runs. It kind of ended with an ellipsis or the ... So I wanted to finish the sentence, but we do need to talk about this page. Look at how she's just like radiating heat. And here you can kind of see the volcano, and the word explode is coming out, right? That's the lava. So I read this last time, but when she closes the door, when she runs, she slams the door. Ba-bam! She runs and runs and runs until she can't run anymore. Do you see the red everywhere? Red is like outlining everything because she's so angry. Then, for a little while, she cries. Remember yesterday I mentioned that sometimes you can get so mad that it makes you cry, or sometimes you get mad and then when you're calming down you feel sad, and that can also make you cry. And now the red is starting to turn a little bit purple. Now she sees the rocks, the trees and ferns, and she hears the bird. See how it's slowly cooling down from red to purple? And her face doesn't look as angry as it did. And now it's turning to a cool blue. She comes to the old beech tree and she climbs. She feels the breeze blow in her hair. She watches the water and the waves. You can almost imagine what that sounds like and feels like. The wide world comforts her. Remember, comfort means to make her feel better. All right, this is a good place to stop. When have you ever acted or felt like Sophie? Now, let's be brave. We know it's easy to just say, oh, I've never done that. But to really show that you understand and you're making a connection with the character, I want you to think about a time. We all lose our cool sometimes. So we've all gotten angry before. So it's okay, right? This happened in the past and we're using it to learn from it. So I want you to think about a time when you've ever acted or felt like Sophie. And go ahead and talk to your partner about it. Pause me if you need to. All right, thank you for sharing that. Let's keep going. Sophie feels better now. She climbs back down and heads for home. Look at her face. She's smiling now. I'm home. The house is warm and smells good. Everyone is glad she's home. And I'm sure they're glad that she's calmed down and she's not so angry anymore. Everything's back together again. And look, they're putting a puzzle together, so that kind of matches. The words kind of match. And Sophie isn't angry anymore. Look, she's painting. You see what she's painting? All right, so sometimes stories can teach us lessons that can help us with our own lives. When Sophie gets angry, really angry, is a story about learning to calm down when we're angry. Because remember, everyone gets angry sometimes. So what are some things that make you feel better when you get angry? Like for Sophie, it's to go out into nature and to listen to the sounds and the animals, and that is what brings her back down. What are some things that you do to help you calm down? That is what you're going to be answering in your discussion board today, okay? And then before we go though, I want to ask you one more question. That is, why is it important to calm down when you're angry? Go ahead and pause and tell your partner right now. Why is it important to calm down when you're angry? All right, pause me if you need more time because I'm going to go on. All right, guys. Today you thought about and connected with our story. You connected it to your own life. In the coming weeks, we are going to continue to hear stories and make connections. All right. Join me tomorrow for vocabulary lessons for the juicy words that go along with this book. Bye, guys.